What if no one's coming to save you? And 67 other questions that will shatter your perception and expand the way you live your life. By Corey S. Gladwell. What if no one's coming to save you? And 67 other questions that will shatter your perception and expand the way you live your life. By Corey S. Gladwell. Introduction. Crumbled, torn down, and destroyed overnight, I had lost everything. I was jobless, carless, penniless, and nearly homeless. Why was I lying here feeling like shit? They say your early 20s are supposed to be the best years of your life. It is widely accepted that you take risks and are bold in this time of your life because you have little commitments. I did everything I was meant to do. Took risks, started companies, and made quote-unquote money. I had built up my empire from scratch, my nightclub, my restaurant, and my vodka brand. It was all something I used to think was a total success. Yet here I was, a shell of a man I knew I could be, hollow and exhausted. There was nothing left in my life that seemed to matter anymore. Like a rubber band stretched too thin, I was dangerously close to snapping and breaking beyond any chance of restoration. The chains had fallen off. I lost any drive that I may have once had. Material wealth was all that existed in my life, and when that wasn't enough, I had nothing. How did I let this happen? Why was my world disintegrating around me? Suffering gave me every inspiration I needed to start my businesses and make money in the beginning. From a destitute, public benefit dependent family, I quickly learned that owning my own business was a way out of the poor life I was raised in. This kid from welfare mindset early infused in me the tendency to be solely hyper-focused on money as the only means to success. And I did it. I made it out of poverty and much more. I learned many valuable lessons along the way. A major piece of wisdom I picked up was that the more you know, the more you can make. Knowledge is power. If you know how to run and operate a business, then you can be in charge of your business instead of it being in charge of you. If you know information, then you can package up and sell that information. If you know how to create a product, then you can sell that product. I spent a lot of time learning everything I could about business, life, anything I can get my hands on. I read book after book. I absorbed as much knowledge and information as I could, and then I implemented everything I learned. I was in a position of power, and eventually I was able to share the knowledge with others. I grew an empire, and then abruptly I watched it fall. For a time, the businesses seemed to be going great. I was seeing the right metrics and hitting all my targets, yet instead of feeling joy and excitement in all these wins, my energy was constantly depleted. The desire to continue the daily grind and implement all the necessary systems to make sure my businesses were running smoothly began to fade away. No matter how hard I tried, the motivation was gone and the void in my soul could not be filled. I had learned so much, but there I was, January 2012, lying in bed, sadly reflecting. I had everything, more cars, girls, money, friendships, and material success than I thought anyone could ever want.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?